What is up here, YouTube? Jigsaw0097 here today, bringing you my final preseason video. Thank goodness, guys. Preseason 2018 is finally coming to an end. These miserable games that we've been watching will be over soon. And, you know, I ain't worried. That's all I have to say. But I just kind of want to go over the things that I saw for this game. Keep in mind, as per my other preseason videos, I only am going over the first half, just because... especially in this game, I don't feel like watching the whole game is really going to matter. A lot of these guys are going to get cut, and the first half of this game has shown me enough to where I can kind of see who's going to stay and who's going to go. And my two biggest ones that I think should stay are Jordan Mailata and DeAndre Carter. I just don't want them to cut Mailata because I think he has so much potential, and he's a very interesting player that the Eagles have right now. And then DeAndre Carter just continues to look good, guys. He's probably been one of the standout. Him and Shelton Gibson have probably been the two most standout players all preseason. And so I think that those guys will make the team, honestly. Even if it's just a practice squad, whatever, they're going to make the team. And so I also wrote down, seriously though, this game was overall meaningless. This is actually an inconvenience to the Eagles, I think, honestly, because they have to play on Thursday. The last thing that they're thinking about is playing this meaningless game against the Jets when they've got bigger fish to fry, I guess is what you call it. They want to go ahead and just start getting ready for the Falcons, you know, getting ready. Doug Peterson, like I said, I think he has a plan here. He's not showing his entire hand. He's got some surprises in store, and I think that a lot of players are going to be cleared off of the injury list over this next couple, or not this next week, you know, because the game is next week, guys. And near the end of the game, you know, this was the biggest highlight. The game was pretty much dull the whole game, guys. You had Hackenberg out there, I think his name is, and Callahan, and they were just throwing interception after interception after interception. And the Jets were doing it too. This is just a really boring, brutal, like, high school football game. But near the end, the Eagles did put up a stand. They put up a goal line stand, which was cool to see. The Hackenberg threw an interception, and the Jets got it at like the 30-yard line, and the Eagles somehow stopped them from getting a touchdown. So that was cool to see. Donnell Pumphrey, guys, he finally showed up. He hasn't done much, but we finally got to see him do something, and who knows what the Eagles are going to do with him. He's one of those players again. Sorry about that. I'll edit this part in just because I got a call. But yeah, the Eagles might keep Donnell Pumphrey just because he's one of those guys that we haven't seen enough from him, and he was drafted and he was injured pretty much the whole time, and now he's finally healthy. Maybe they'll keep him just to kind of see what he'll do. Who knows? But he could get cut as well. Then a player that I really didn't pay attention to, Greg Ward Jr. He got a great jumping catch. You know, that was a cool. The Eagles had some hustle in this final drive before the end of the half. But alas, 0 points again, guys. The Eagles have not scored points in 3 halves of football in the preseason, and I don't think it's concerning. Again, that's kind of what I want to get to for the final part of this video, is I don't think it's really concerning that the Eagles aren't scoring points, because I learned this with Doug Peterson, guys. You got to give him the benefit of the doubt. He's the kind of guy that when a game is meaningless, he just doesn't care. He's not going to show anything. He did this last year leading into the playoffs. And we all saw how Nick Foles surprised us, obviously. We're Super Bowl champions now. I wouldn't be wearing this hat if it wasn't for Doug Peterson. And so I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. I think he's playing very vanilla, and I think he's doing it on purpose. I wouldn't be surprised if you see a lot of things happen over the next week leading up to this game with the team where maybe the doctors clear Carson Wentz, the wide receivers are healthy all of a sudden. You know, there's a lot of things that could happen. Personally, I still think Nick Foles will start. That's a given, but as far as everything else on the team, you never know. And I think they'll all be ready. You know, Jason Peters, like all the starters that can play, guys, will play, and they're going to drop the banner in Lincoln Financial Field for the Super Bowl champions, and it's going to be a hell of a game. That's all I have to say. Could the Falcons win that game? I mean, theoretically, yes, but because it's in the home crowd, I really just have a good feeling about this. And Doug Peterson has a chance once again to start off a season strong, like he did with the Redskins game last year. So anyway, guys, that's my final preseason notes video. Like I said, this is a very meaningless game. I was actually pretty bored watching it, and I don't get bored watching the Eagles. This just was one of those games where I'm just like, I want the season. I want this to be over. I think they should maybe consider cutting preseason down to like 3 games instead of 4. I mean, the last game is just such a waste of time. It's been like that for years, guys. I understand why they do it. They have to, it's the trim the fat game. It's where they finally just cut everyone, but I mean, it's just kind of boring to watch. So anyway, guys, that's the video. What do you guys think about the Eagles going forward? Do you think that these preseason games are meaningless? Because it looks like the Eagles are about to go 0-4. They're 3-0 right now. They could still win the game. They're Jets 3, Eagles nothing. They could still technically win this game pretty easily, but the way the Eagles are playing, I just don't think they're. I mean, I just don't care. I guess I just don't care if they win, but Eagles might go 0-4 in the preseason, guys. Do you think this is going to affect the regular season? Whatever you guys think, comment down below. Also, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, as I will be covering the Eagles all season long. You guys will want to see that. I'll be making actually other NFL videos as well. I've got some videos planned before the regular season actually starts on September 6th, so stay tuned for that. And as always, thank you so much to everyone who is watching my videos. I appreciate all the support I've been getting on here, guys. I love you all, and thank you again. This has been Jigsaw097. Talk to you all later.